All right, let's get you all the details of the laws, in fact, which have been rolled in today and what exactly are they replacing. The Bharat Nyaya Sanhita, the key provisions of this new law as follows. It replaces, remember, the Indian Penal Code belonging to the British era of 1860. The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, organized crime, terrorism added as the new offences in these, and these are the key provisions. The murder, essentially the murder or grievous hurt by a group, added here as an offence as well. Criminalizes deceitful sexual intercourse with a woman. So if you're promising a woman marriage and having sex with her, it's a criminal offence now. Act harming integrity of India, that too has now been added as an offence in the new law. Sedition has been removed as an offence in that sense. Also adds the community service for punishment as a form of punishment. That too is a new provision in this particular law. Shreya is getting asked more details on that story. Shreya, certain changes, in fact, from the British era laws to the new laws which have, in fact, been rolled out and come into effect as of today is concerned, is what the opposition is trying foul about, saying that this does not reflect the collective wisdom of Parliament. What are the specific sticking points? Talk to us a little about that.
But Sneha, primarily why we are seeing the opposition not very happy with the new criminal laws is because they suggest that the way that it was implemented, multiple members in the House were not really allowed. So then again, they say that this was something that was bulldozed and pushed into effect. But if we talk about the new laws, there are certain provisions that in fact are progressive in nature. For example, when we talk about registration of zero FIRs, that used to be a big problem for the people. Now it's become a mandation. You have to file in zero FIR, then in the course of investigation transfer the same as per the jurisdiction. Talking about the gang rape of minor, it will now be treated as one of the heinous crimes. Talking about the provisions of rape and crime against women, the sections are very detailed in manner to what it existed before. One of the major concerns that have been raised by multiple stakeholders is the increasing of the police custody that now can go up to a maximum of 60 days, and in clubbing together a maximum of 15 days is what is being sought. There are certain worries that are also been raised. For example, in case of the discretionary power of registration of FIR, if the crime persists between 3 to 7 years. So we need to understand that a new law has come into effect. There will be certain push and pull in the entire implementation process as we continue and start applying this practically now. But definitely there have been training programs that have also been put in place, especially to strengthen our judiciary, from the judges to the police. Everyone is now being undergoing an expert training so that the transition from the IPC to the BNS is also smooth. But in the Parliament today, Sneha, we are probably all set to look forward for a furious session, because already, MPs for the like of Manish Tiwari, they've given German notions to actually hear the matter at length. But clearly this matter requires discussion for the benefit of the public as well, for them to understand that what are their rights so far as the new legal system is concerned.
All right, Shreya, I'm going to thank you for the moment, for getting us those details. Come back to you for more on that as that matter plays out in Parliament as well. Adjournment motion already, in fact, Manish Tiwari, who is in fact pressing for this, remains to be seen whether it is accepted by the chair or not.